Oh my, it's been a while. Look at this hair. Hi everyone, it's Nalie, and this video is mostly for my subscribers who've been following me since 2013, those who've been on the journey from the start and are wondering, where the hell have you been, Nalie? I'm aware I used to share a lot of health updates with you, a lot of my treatments with you, and then suddenly I just went MIA, and then suddenly I started participating in all these videos and campaigns, and everyone kept wondering, Nalie, what's going on with your life? How are you feeling? How is your health? What treatments are you taking? And so before 2018 kicks off with a brand new season of the Nalie Show, I really felt like I owed it to you to let you know what's going on in here and in here. So let's start with the health update. As many of you know, I am living and thriving with stage 4 metastatic breast cancer. Little rewind, I had the recurrence almost a year ago, January 6, 2017, when I found out that my cough was because the cancer in the breast spread 3 years later to the lungs. I underwent heavy-duty chemotherapy, which my doctor likes to call it. Thankfully, the treatments worked. The lung nodules decreased. Everything is stable. I do scans every 3 months. I can breathe, as you can see. On top of the chest scan that I do every 3 months, I also do a brain MRI, and it's a crazy story because right after the Nalie Show live, I'm gonna come clean, I was exhausted. So due to chemotherapy, I suffer from neuropathy, so I barely feel the tip of my fingers, and when I get really stressed or anxious, I notice that my hand gets numb. But after the Nalie Show live, my whole arm kind of went numb, and then like the side of my face started to feel numb, and that was like a couple of days after the show. I had just got my Zoladex injection, and I had contacted my oncologist to ask if perhaps numbness was caused from Zoladex. Was it a side effect? And he said no, and he really wanted me to come see him right away. And he did a bunch of neurological tests, make sure I could walk in a straight line and touch my nose and whatnot, and I passed those tests fine. To be 110% sure that it wasn't a neurological problem or it wasn't something in my brain due to my metastasis, I went and did a brain MRI. My brain MRI came out with a tiny 2mm hyperdensity spot. Because it's so small, they couldn't rule out a metastasis. They couldn't say whether or not it's benign or if it is indeed cancer. So now on top of my chest scans, I have to do brain MRIs every 3 months. And I did that last week. I got the results yesterday. I guess it's good news, but it's the same 2 tiny little millimeter spot is still there. My oncologist doesn't think it's cancer. The radiologist who did the MRI doesn't want to rule it out as not being cancer because I have cancer. So because of that, my oncologist says, don't worry about it. It's not cancer. I don't think it's cancer, but I'm thankful that we're keeping a close eye on it. Should the worst case scenario be that it is, then we would be able to catch it early because I'm being monitored. So I'm very thankful for that. Even though if you follow me on Instagram, on social media, on Facebook, you know how much these scans scare the shit out of me. I have to flip my perspective and remember that I'm lucky. I'm lucky that I get to do these scans pretty often and that I'm monitored closely because not a lot of people get that privilege. And living in Canada, it's free. Blood tests. I also do blood tests quite often to verify my tumor markers. Flashback to a year ago when I did my blood test right before the holidays, my tumor markers were slightly elevated, which was the first red flag for my doctor to then schedule me for a PET scan. Before I could even do the PET scan, my cough started worrying my boyfriend and I, so we went to the emergency and did the x-ray. Oh god, these memories are like annoying me. Results from my blood tests are fine. Tumor markers are normal. My immune system, my white blood cell count and my neutrophil count are low. not dangerously low, but still quite low. I'm a 1.3, and like normal is like almost between like 5, I think. Hello, hand sanitizer every day, and an increase of anything that boosts my immune system. My oncologist thinks that my sporadic white blood cell count, because they do go up and down and up and down, and apparently that's like super abnormal. I'm one of the only patients he has that has those sporadic blood counts without any treatment, remember. So they're also checking my bloods quite closely. Treatments! I get this question a lot. What treatments are you getting? What are you doing to keep the cancer stable or to get rid of the cancer? I think last update I gave you, I was taking Ibrance, which is the new drug that got approved recently in Canada. It's almost like a softer chemo, a softer oral chemo pill. Unfortunately, I can no longer take it because, as I had just previously mentioned, my white blood cell count is really low despite even taking any treatments. So one of the main side effects of Ibrance is that it lowers your white blood cell count. I unfortunately do not have enough neutrophils, therefore when I took it, my neutrophil count dropped down to like 0.3, which is very dangerous. If I catch a virus, it could be potentially life-threatening. Therefore, my oncologist did not want me to take Ibrance. And that worried me a bit because a lot of the women I know who are living with metastatic breast cancer are indeed taking Ibrance palbociclib. And I'm always wondering if Ibrance is really what's helping them, or whatever alternative treatments they are doing, or if it's the hormonal therapy. I no longer am taking it, and until my white blood cell count rises, I can't touch the palbo. I am on hormonal therapy, therefore I take monthly Zoladex injections and daily letrozole pills. Therefore, I am very menopausal, according to my oncologist, at the young age of 29. Just a reminder for those who don't remember, the cancer is indeed hormonal positive, so ERPR positive, HER2 negative. So we are hoping and praying that the hormonal therapy is what's keeping everything stable. How do I feel? I feel amazing. I have done more than I've ever done in my life this year, and I can't wait for you to watch my 2017 recap video coming soon. I recently started training regularly at Victoria Park. I'm an ambassador there, so I have a personal trainer named Miel, and she kicks my ass twice a week, and I love it. I also do an Eldoa class once a week, which is great for joint pain and posture. I feel like as long as I feel good and I'm not suffering from any physical pain, I feel like I'm gonna be okay. I don't care if anyone doesn't believe me. I really do feel like I'm gonna be good. And that keeps me smiling and keeps me going every day, and that's all that matters. No one knows what's gonna happen tomorrow. You don't know what's gonna happen to you tomorrow, even if you don't have cancer. So I'm just living day by day. And I say that, but having to admit that I do go through dark days. Certain things will trigger emotions and bad memories that I try to forget, but I can't. And some days, depending on how I feel, will bring me lower than others. But I really feel like resilience is not a personality trait, it's a muscle. And holy crap, I've been knocked down so many times that the more I get knocked down, or the more I'm put into a really dark place, I have ways that I can get out of it. I feel like I'm getting better and better at being resilient. All to say, I feel really good, and I barely have any side effects aside from neuropathy, a bit of joint pain. That's it. Career! What's going on, Nalie? I don't know if any of you remember that I used to work as a project manager at LUCAN, the Association for Children with Cancer. I was there for 2 years. I was working with an amazing team. I had great experience. They were great 2 years of my life, and then I got hit with the recurrence last year. Thankfully, I was able to go on sick leave, and just recently I announced that I will no longer be returning. And the reason being is because it is time that I practice what I preach, which is to live your most absurd dreams now. Live now. This is my dream. The Nalie Show is going really, really well, and I'm ready to take season 2 to another level, and I really want to work on that full time. I want to be able to give back in my own way and inspire and empower and entertain you on a 24/7 basis. That being said, the Nalie Show season 2 is ready to kick off in 2018, but this is the Nalie Show 2.0. We're going to be doing crazy surprises, giveaways. There's going to be games, challenges, a little bit like the Nalie Show live if you weren't there in Montreal. There's going to be a whole nother entertainment aspect of it, and I'm so excited because I'm not alone to achieve this. I just selected 2 interns to be part of the team. I've got my executive assistant and my production assistant. I have my big brother Justin, who'll be the YouTube manager, my girl Marie, who's always helping me with business aspects. Therefore, we are a team putting this together. I can't wait for you to meet them. I actually vlogged the whole recruitment mission. You'll be meeting them on video soon. They're amazing girls. On top of my weekly episodes in 2018, I'll be vlogging more, so you'll get an inside look on my life and the events that I'm participating in, and always and only to inspire you to live a positive, happy life despite whatever you are going through. You can do this. You can overcome any challenges. I mean, come on, guys. How much more proof do you need? I am living with cancer in the lungs, going through these crazy scans, but I'm about to put on the best talk show that you would ever watch on YouTube. Sorry, Ellen. I mean, you didn't call me yet for your show, so here I am trying to make some moves. I'll just say once more, I feel great, and I'm so excited to be able to be with you more often and entertain you and inspire you and empower you so that you can go live your best life. Oh, don't forget, my shop has now reopened just in time for the holidays. I am selling my collection with Cheerleader. You'll find a link there. And of course, my paintings. You guys see that? Oh, wow. My quotes are on beautiful abstract paintings by Willis Couture. If you want this, you can go buy it on my site right now at nalie.ca/shop. There's also the link to my t-shirt. So that's your update. I promise I will bring you along a lot more often now, whether it is to my special events, my shows, or my scans. But we're on this journey together, and thank you so much for being there. Be patient, be kind to yourself. I'll see you soon.